Moi, hey, salut, and welcome to a new vlog in Iceland, starting with a broken car again. Let's hit the road to the south coast of Iceland. Our first stop is Glaciers, or also known as the Window Waterfall. Passing by Seljalandsfoss, we kept on driving until we reached the city of Skogar, where we stopped in a lupin-nutka field just right next to Skogafoss. So those flowers, we can only see them during the summertime and they're super nice in the landscapes. Those flowers are not from Iceland, they have been imported here, but they aim to help the ground, the soil, to be fertilized for planting trees or things like this later. Then we walked a little bit further in Skogar to reach one of my favorite spots here, Vernifoss, which is a waterfall a little bit hidden but so nice. Like really one of the most beautiful you will see in Iceland, in my opinion, of course. Then we drove to reach Vik, where we stopped to have some snack on the black sand beach.
Allez, ça filme pas. On a pas un 4x4.
After a pretty chaotic drive, we finally reached the canyon of Glaciers. This incredible canyon has been created by the erosion of the water floating from the glacier about 9,000 years ago. So the weather was incredibly warm, but you know, it's still Iceland, so the weather can just turn to really bad suddenly. So then we went to Diroley, which is a cliff where you can see like the black sand beach and the ocean at the same time, and you can also see Arctic Puffins.
Welcome to Iceland. It's extremely windy right now, the weather is shit while 10 minutes ago it's super nice. It's super nice because there are puffins. Super foggy. There is a lighthouse over there, and the sea is down there.
With nicer weather, the view is incredible, I promise.
Je voulais faire une vidéo où genre Il y avait du vent, mais du coup, ça marche plus.
And here we go for our second day in the south. So for our second day of road trip, we drove straight to Vatnajökull, which is the Europe's largest glacier, and this glacier is actually covering more than 8% of the country. So we stop in the Diamond Beach, which is a particular beach where you can witness actual iceberg floating away from the glacier lagoon to be pushed back to shore by the ocean's waves on the black sand beach. Actually, when we went there, it was super warm, so the iceberg on the black sand beach were very tiny, but usually they are like the size of a man or even bigger. So right next to the Diamond Beach you have Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, where you have some seals hunting over there. In this glacier lagoon you can really appreciate how big are those icebergs that are detached from the glacier. You can actually see in the background Vatnajökull, which is like this big glacier in the background. Then we stopped in Fjallarsárlón, which is one of my favorite place ever in Iceland, because it's very less crowded or touristy, and it's super calm and peaceful and so amazing. It's also a glacier lagoon, but it's just smaller than the other one. Then we got a little bit adventurous and we took a road not suiting at all our car to reach a place where we could do a hike to have a view over an amazing canyon. Mylagljufur. The hike is a little bit demanding depending on your emotional, physical condition. Mine were not great at that moment, but it's so worth it to do it. It's demanding, but it's super nice. But that day was super warm, so also it was exhausting, but really it's worth it. After this physically and emotionally demanding hike, we went for a second one, because we never get enough, in Skaftafell to see the famous waterfall of Svartifoss. This astonishing waterfall is simply beautiful, with the basalt column everywhere. It's just so stunning. After these 2 days spent in the South Coast, it was so nice, we head back to Reykjavik. This time, let's discover a little bit more of the west coast of Iceland with the peninsula of Snæfellsnes. In his novel Journey to the Center of the Earth, Jules Verne has located the entrance to the core of the planet on this peninsula. We stopped in Berserkja, which is a 4,000 years old lava field with this super cute waterfall just right next to it. And then we crossed the lava field itself, which is quite rough. Does this mountain look familiar to you? Well, it might be, because this place is the most photographed in Iceland, Skaftafell. You can also see this place in the famous series of Game of Thrones. We then stopped in a volcanic crater, Saxholt, which is 3,000 years old. Windy Iceland, always. We then stopped in Djúpalónsandur, which is a black sand beach where in all times local men had to prove their strength to earn their place in fishing vessels by holding, lifting heavy stones, rocks from the ground in this beach. We then stopped in Arnarstapi, which is a super cute, charming fishing village. We quickly stopped in Budakirkja. Then we stopped in a golden-colored beach named Idritunga. There we got the chance to see seals in their natural habitat. It was super nice because they were just there, you know, chilling, vibing, and we could see them from super close, so it was super nice.